Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. To this magnificently glorious day, I, Professor Priyanka Darekar, acknowledge the presence of the galaxy of intellectuals, honorable guests, benevolent teachers, respected parents, and beloved students for this inaugural ceremony of the Indira Innovation and Excellence Awards 2022. Giving is an important element of our lives, more so for leaders to set an example along with their peers within the organization to give their best, to give their time to juniors, to mentor them, coach them, and guide them to a future. Organizations of today must build their future by building a purpose to their vision statements, to the mission statements, and to the value that they can derive by building a purpose to their approach. This will improve organizational effectiveness and in turn build a conscience-driven company. These leaders rock the workplace and make it affable with teams. Celebrating such leaders and their contribution to the society, we present the Indira Innovation and Excellence Awards 2022. The first edition of these awards will be creating a platform for a unique learning opportunity for our engineering and management students. The aim of the event is to create a forum which will help our students and faculty members to listen from the best leaders in the industry. May I now request Dr. Sunil Ingole, Principal, Indira College of Engineering and Management, to kindly present the welcome address on the occasion.
Good afternoon, dear all. Dignitaries present in the campus today for this award ceremony, which has been organized by Indira Group of Institutes, Indira College of Engineering and Management, as well as Indira Global Business School. At this Paranwadi campus, away from the city, you can say a calm and quiet environment to learn something. I'm happy to see students in the campus today after almost 2+ years, what we have faced due to COVID. I will be speaking in details evening related to this, but this is the just, you can say, formal inauguration of this award ceremony, which we have planned. This award ceremony consists of different types of sets which have been decided in the agenda. After inauguration, there will be parallel sessions conducted by different departments: mechanical, civil, computer, and MBA with MCA. After parallel technical sessions, and you can say technical briefs, which will be presented to the students by stalwarts from the industries, there will be final award ceremony, which has been planned in the open air theater outside this building, where almost 40+ corporate people and our guests will be joining the event, and the program will continue and getting end with the entertainment of dance and music. We want to see that energy of youth in the campus is growing, and that's why this particular plan is there. The program is guided, supported by our beloved chairperson, Dr. Tarita Shankar Madam, and Group Director, Chetan Wakalkar Sir. And obviously, whatever you have seen today and you will be observing after this is because of my entire Indira team. So I formally would like to welcome all of you in the campus. Wishing all the best from my side for learning. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that welcome note and the brief about the event. I now request Dr. Virendra Tatke, Director, Indira Global Business School, and Dr. Sunil Ingole, sir, to kindly lead the dignitaries for the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you, everyone. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. It requires meticulous scrutiny of every element, even the tiniest oversight might derail the entire endeavor. So please give a huge round of applause to all the organizers and volunteers who have strived for the event. With this, I officially announce the Indira Innovation and Excellence Awards is formally inaugurated. Wishing you a wonderful event ahead and a lovely evening too. Thank you. The technical sessions are scheduled as per the agenda. May I request the HODs of the concerned departments to lead the dignitaries for the technical sessions. The technical session for civil engineering will be held at the Vivekanand Hall. Computer and MCA department will have their sessions at the CK Prahlad Hall. Mechanical department will have the sessions at the APJ Hall. And IGBS and ICEM MBA will have the sessions in this very hall. Thank you, students. Thank you all for the presence. Thank you. Students are requested to be seated until the dignitaries leave the hall.
The world is full of diamonds and gems, and this event is for our future gems by the well-known gems. With this note, I, Prachi Patil,
and I, Durgesh Karam, would like to give our heartiest welcome to our chief guests, directors, professor, and my dear future managers.
Okay, so now I would like to request Dr. Virendra Tatke sir, Director of IGBS, and Dr. Sunil Ingole sir, Director of ICEM, to kindly welcome our guest, Mr. Arna Deshmukh sir, with a beautiful sapling as a token of love. Kind request to also present the award to Mr. Deshmukh. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to introduce our guest, Mr. Arna Deshmukh sir, Product Manager, Mindstrix Software Labs. He is working with US-based retail and FMCG giants as a PM delivering top-class software products in open source and Salesforce tech stack. Sir is graduated from Pune Institute of Computer Technology, PICT, Pune. Sir loved to manage public speaking, debating, learning about new trends in technology with keen interest in blockchain, mentoring college grades, and motivating them to do what they love doing. Now, I request Mr. Arnav Deshmukh sir to share his thoughts. Over to you, sir.
Uh, I hope I'm clearly audible. And firstly, a very good afternoon to everyone here. Thank you so much for being here. That too, when the event got little late because of the traffic and guests got little late. Still, you people have managed it so well that really proves that Indira College of Management is best at their management skills. A huge round of applause to all of you sitting here, especially the volunteers, the entire management team, the HODs, the staff, and everyone. Thank you so much. So I haven't really prepared a lot, to be honest, and I'll be giving you a little background about myself. And as in the introduction it was said, I will be motivating you to do what you really want to do. Okay. So this session would be like a one-on-one talk wherein we would be relating to each other's journey. And I really want to keep it interactive. So as much as we would be interacting with each other, we all would benefit a lot from this session, is what I believe. So everyone, please free up yourself. Don't think that a principal or HOD is sitting here. Sorry, sir, with all due respect. But but really, like, open up your heart, open up your mind, and let's have a great interactive session, is what I'm looking forward to. Okay, so the entire cohort sitting here is management cohort, right? Like, you all are into the management field, into different backgrounds, let's say, into different domains like HR, marketing, finance, so on and so forth. Can someone just help me understand why management? Why have you chosen to be in this management career? Anyone? Or is it just like a typical engineering thing happens, like, chalo, 10th ho gaya, ab science lo. After science, you have to go on to your engineering, and after completing your engineering, you will have to do an MBA. Is that the case of the cohort sitting here? I hope not. Anyone? Feel free to volunteer. Why management? Why do you thought that I'll pursue the career in management and would be a manager? You must have thought about it, right? Anyone? Okay. Okay, let's try to get into the background things, and let me help you answer that question, that why management. Let's start from the 10th grade, when we were for the first time facing a very competitive exam in our life, which is given the utmost importance in almost every Indian family, right? Which is our 10th board exam. We all prepared for 10th board exams, and after that we were like, ek to science hai, ya commerce hai, ya arts hai. We chose, maybe most of you might be from the engineering background or any other background, but yeah, honestly, we are not that mature to take the decisions of our life after our 10th and 12th grade, and we are put into something. And later on, we continue on the same path. But I think in your graduation and in your post-graduation, what matters the most is what you really want to do. Because to be honest, 10th के बाद में parents were like, चलो JEE कर लो, 11वीं 12वीं कर लो, है ना? Everyone is nodding their head. तो सबकी यही story होती है. तो वो हम करने लगते हैं, उस rat race में पता चलता है भाई मेरे को मजा तो नहीं आ रहा. उसके बाद में डाल देते हैं engineering में, कोई सुनता नहीं अपनी, because we are still amateurs, right? So engineering में डाल देते हैं, then they are like, dude अब engineering खत्म कर ले, उसके बाद में देखा जाएगा तुझे क्या करना है. Your life will start once you complete your engineering. That is what I have been, the background of mine. So my story is like, I joined engineering. I joined the prestigious institute, Pune Institute of Computer Technology. Honestly, I was least interested in engineering field, and in first year only I was pretty sure, dude, मेरे को तो नहीं करना, मेरे को जाना है management. But the way was really difficult to get into management as a fresher. Okay, and you all know, like, even after doing MBA, the ratio of managers to employees, or let's say other domain people who are working in IT industry especially, is really less. It's almost 1:10. So you have to stand out in that entire crowd of yours. And how do you prove yourself that you're worth of this role? And all those things start when you actually get that kick, that dude, yes, this is something which I'm passionate about. This is something which I really love doing, and this is something which really doesn't sound me like a word, so to say. So, first and foremost thing, I would urge everyone sitting in this hall, if you are either from the first year of MBA or second year of MBA, take your time. Take your time to actually study about various different fields which exist in the IT industry or in any industry for that matter, which you want to be a part of in your near future. First thing, do that. Take that time to explore. Take 1 or 2 months to explore about various domains. It might be the case that you have landed up in a wrong domain. Let's say you do not want to take HR, but you somehow have landed in the HR domain and now somehow you are not enjoying it. So take your time and try to learn more about other fields which exist in the same parallel zone. Whether it be finance, whether it be for that matter general management, people management, so on and so forth. Take that time to understand what really intrigues you. What is that thing which really gives you that kick? That dude, yes, this is something which I really want to do. And it's okay. Not everyone really knows in the start of their career while choosing the branch or domain that ye mujhe karna hai, right? ऐसा नहीं होता है. So we all go into that thing and then we start realizing कि यार इसमें इतना मजा नहीं आ रहा है. Why don't I try that other thing? Why don't I try the other thing? And this is how you figure out that one particular thing which you are extremely passionate about and the one thing which you really want to do in your life. So I urge everyone to take that time because it's really a high time. You all are in your post-graduation field. And to be honest, to excel into something, you really need to be extremely passionate about it. And you should really be loving it. You should enjoy doing that particular thing. So first my thing would be, try to find out what is that one thing you really like doing, right? And then second thing, the path is going to be really difficult. Trust me on that. Literally no one is going to support you. No one is going to believe in you. No one is going to trust you. Everyone is there to make you understand, dude, ye jo tu kar raha hai wo alag tarika hai. That is not the case. This is what the entire culture had been in this entire era, or in this entire decade, and you need to follow the same. But when you are extremely sure about what you want to do, don't give a damn to those people or those statements which are trying to pull you down. Be extremely, I would say, shameless in that field because you know you have figured out what you want to do, and now just give your 110% to achieve that thing in your life. My story was, so again going back to the same thing. I started engineering first year, I figured out. Second year, I literally did not give a damn to my engineering life. Of course, I got a good CGPA. That is extremely important. Trust me on that. You have to study. You will have to get a good, decent grade. But you will have to give extra hours, extra sweat, extra effort into achieving that goal of yours, where you see yourself in next 5 or 10 years or for your lifetime in the entire industry. So I started with that, and entire my peers, my cohort was really like, dude, अब हम engineering कर रहे हैं, वो भी PICT से कर रहे हैं, placement के लिए सारी कंपनी आने वाली है coding के लिए, they're gonna ask you for software development things, and you are not coding at all, तो तेरा क्या होगा? And I was like, see, software engineering comes into the picture when 7 or 8 steps are already well defined for any product to take place in the market or to take a shape in the market. So why can't I be a pioneer in those first 7 to 8 steps, which are extremely important to define the vision of the product, to define how the product would look like, to define the experience of the user, and then finally the role of developers or the engineers come into the picture. Why can't I be one of those people who are defining the things instead of implementing them? So I started with that, and the journey was, as I said, extremely difficult. So in my 4th year, as you all know, like we are 2020, 2021 pass outs, right? So COVID came, it hit us very hard. Even the well-known companies did not visit the campus, and it was chaos all around. But still, the best part of the IT industry or the industry which we are targeting is that there is a huge need of resources. Not only resources, but people who are extremely good in providing the value and in providing the skill set which is required to do the work. To be honest, no degree, no CGPA would matter that much as you having those particular skills matters in the industry. It's all about skills, trust me on that. It is not about your CGPA, it is not about which college you come from, it's not about what your age, it's not about what all different things are associated with you. It's all about having those particular skills which are required to get the work done or to get into the business. So I focused all of my attention into those things. I started learning from various different platforms available, especially YouTube and all. I tried to network with people on LinkedIn, and finally, after a lot of hustle, lot of struggle, I cracked as a fresher a product management role in Mind6 Software Labs. And I really believe that once you're very much sure about what you want to do, there is no look around. There is no need to look back again. That, dude, am I on the right path? Because वो चीज अंदर से आती है. It is like कि dude, मेरे को पता है मेरे को ये करना है, मैं कर लूंगा, and let the world say anything. I know what I want to do and I'm gonna do it. That's it. So I want everyone here to be into that zone. Try to identify what is that one particular domain which totally interests you, which totally intrigues you to do something, and get onto that like a crazy person. And don't care about what everyone around is saying about it. Okay? So promise me that you will do that. You will actually figure out what exactly you want to do. And once you get those skills, there is no look back. Everything is going to be super perfect. And the industry really needs people. It really needs people who are extremely skilled. And there is the less thing which is available in the market is the skill set which is required to do a particular job. So again, I'm focusing on the same thing. That skill set is extremely important. Getting this skill set is extremely important, and especially for the roles which are related to management, all of that comes from experience. Experience which is related to organizing such huge scale events. Experience which is associated when you're talking to an experienced person from the industry. Experience which comes from when you are watching, let's say, a documentary or let's say a podcast for that matter on YouTube or any other platform. All those things are going to define your management skills. They're going to give you those experiences, those different cases, those different terminologies which are used day to day in the management life. So this was just like a motivational thing. I hope you are feeling little motivated at least. And yeah, just believe in yourself. That is the one thing I would definitely urge everyone here. Now let's shift the focus on product management. I'm really not sure how many of you are actually aware about what product management is. Would anyone like to take a guess, like what exactly is product management? Come on, guys, speak up. See, your managers, you will have to speak up. If this would have been a TNP session and this would have been a cohort, the interviewer and the panel would have really felt, dude, are these really management people, right? So speak up. Whatever comes to your mind, just speak that out. Doesn't matter whether you're correct, whether you're wrong, but at least you're trying to improvise yourself, right? By sharing what you already know. Can anyone take a random guess what product management is? Yep. Then let me ask you another question. What is project management? Or both are same, for that matter. You were close, to be honest, but then you were little into project management things. Can anyone define what product management is actually about? Okay, how many of you know the word empathy? Empathy के बारे में किससे? Oh yeah, can you explain? Showing what? Very well said. Huge round of applause for her. She really deserves it. Knowing the word, that is extremely important. So, especially in the management field, you go in product management or you go in any other field related to management, you will have to be empathetic to your users. You will have to be empathetic to everyone who is working with you, who is working around you, who is working for you, who is working above you. You will have to get into their shoes and try and understand what they are going through. What are their pain points? What are their expectations? What are the things which are really bothering them and which I can solve as a product manager using my ability of solving rigorous, difficult problems which the world is facing. And that is where the role of a product manager comes into the picture. We are not actually entitled, so to say, like you might have heard on some of the podcasts that product managers are the mini CEOs of the company, right? That is not the case at all, to be honest. You don't have authority over anything. You don't have the decision-making power. You don't have even to say strongly that yes, this is something which we really need to do, and if the team doesn't agree, that one thing would get passed on. So you really do not have that power, so to say, that whatever you would be saying would be delivered. So product management is really a new field, especially in the Indian IT industry. It is evolving over the ages. And just like for software development and other HR management and all those things, we have a specified way of working. Product management is really evolving over the decades. Product management is really new, and it is not exactly project management as the girl there pointed out. So let me just quickly brief you about the difference between product management and project management. Project management is like you have the entire plan ready. I hope you understand what a plan is when you are developing a software product. And I hope most of you are more inclined towards the software development industry, IT industry for that matter. So for delivering any product, there is a plan which exists, okay? And you just, as a project manager, your work is just to run the scrums. I hope you know what is agile software development methodology. Even if you don't know, आपको एक plan दिया जाएगा and your responsibility is कि उसको run कराओ और जो deadline है वो deadlines को achieve करो. That is all project management, as the girl pointed out. Product management, on the other hand, is defining that entire backlog, defining that entire plan, defining what all things are we going to cover, at what timelines, and at what priority rate, right? Pain points मतलब कि इसको क्या ऐसी 5 चीजें हैं जो मैं मेरे problem solving ability से and using some software I can deliver those or address those pain points. So as a product manager, the first golden rule is you really have to be empathetic to your users and to everyone around who is working with you. Second thing is problem solving. So problem solving, ये बोलने के बाद सबके मन में आएगा कि dude मतलब as you said कि we are managers and हमें ज़्यादा चीजें पता नहीं है. Like software, in a team of developing a software product, there are designers who are working on the designs. They are designing the UI जो आप screen पे देखते हो, right? There are developers जो code करते हैं. There are QAs जो test करते हैं, right? Then there are deployment वाले लोग जो AWS पे DevOps वाले लोग होते हैं जो deploy करके देते हैं. As a PM तुम exactly क्या कर रहे हो, right? You are not playing a huge role, but your role is to keep all of them on the same page, to make sure that all of them are working towards achieving a common goal, and you are the one who are pioneering it using your ability of influencing. As I said, you are said as the mini CEO of the company, but you actually aren't, to be honest. You are actually an influencer who, using his communication skills, who using his ability of influencing people, ensures that all of them are on the right track and are on the same page and are working towards achieving the exact same vision which is put forth by you as a product manager. Few more things around product manager if you are actually interested in this field. So the growth is really high. As I said, it is evolving. And you need to know the basics. To be honest, you are master of all, you are jack of all but master of none. That is how the product management field is about. Like you should know development terminologies. You should have the ability to communicate with your engineers. You should have the ability to communicate with your designers. You should have the ability to communicate with your stakeholders. Be it your internal stakeholders, जैसे तुम्हारे कंपनी के CEO, CFOs, और तुम्हारे जो clients हैं, जो US में बैठे और उन्होंने तुम्हें इतना सारा पैसा and everything दिया and they have entrusted upon you the vision which they want to achieve of that product. How do you actually manage them and keep that trust along the way? You don't break that trust. All of those things are on your head as a product manager or on your shoulders as a product manager. You're responsible for ensuring that we are delivering what the client really requires in the most efficient way, be it from the experience aspect of it or be it from the technical aspect of it. That is your duty as a product manager. You are not really defining कि हाँ मैं इस technology में ये वाला platform बनाएगा. No, that is not your job. Your job is to understand, talk to your consumers, understand what are their pain points, and then they will give you a couple of pain points, and then you prioritize those. कि सबसे पहले मुझे क्या बनाना है. Let me give you a simple example of an e-commerce. Everyone have used Amazon? A big shout out, yes. Great. Okay. So everyone knows what e-commerce is, right? Now, can someone help me understand what are the top 5 things as per the features which are required for an e-commerce platform to exist? What would be the top 5 features? Anyone can start. Let's say as a product manager तुम्हारे पास आया है कि मुझे एक कंपनी है, उन्होंने बोला है कि हमें e-commerce platform बनाना है and अभी चल रहा है अप्रैल, हमें let's say जुलाई तक हमें go live जाना है, मतलब हमें e-commerce platform हमारा live चाहिए. So as a product manager, what questions would you ask to that user or to that business person or customer for that matter. Did you get the problem statement? Let's assume I'm the business person. I've come to you saying कि dude मेरी बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है, let's say HUL में मैं काम करता हूँ, मेरे काफी ज़्यादा ऐसे products हैं, right? We all use on a day-to-day basis. तो मुझे e-commerce platform चाहिए, वो भी जुलाई तक मेरे को live चाहिए. So what would be the top 5 features would you choose as a product manager in this time span, in the given time span to go live and address the pain point of your user? What would be the first step you would do as a PM? And this is the real life scenario, okay? Clients and customers are going to come to you like this. कि यार मतलब ये अभी कोविड के कारण no one was visiting Walmart, Costco, Reliance Mart, DMart वगैरह. So I want a e-commerce platform so that I can sell my products and get the business. Can anyone take a shoot? Okay, so let me help you understand. The thing is, you really need to understand from the customer, dude, what exactly you want, right? Not exactly dude, but it's like you really need to get into his shoes and understand कि उसको exactly क्या चाहिए. तो जैसे उसने बोला कि उसके पास काफी सारे business units है, right? उसके पास let's say मसाले है, HUL के, whatever it is, right? मसाले, let's consider one thing. Let's consider other thing, toiletry. Let's consider other thing, maybe utensils and all, right? So we need to ask him, dude, what is the one particular business unit which is giving you a utmost profit by selling it, correct? So तुम्हें business बनाना है, right? At the end of the day, you are business people. तो तुम्हें उसे पूछना पड़ेगा कि भाई मुझे ये बता, जुलाई तक तूने टाइम दिया है, there are just 3 months. So I need to understand what is that one business unit which is giving you utmost profit. ठीक है? सबसे पहले तो ये. उसके बाद में you need to understand as a product manager how the e-commerce industry really works. E-commerce में को अगर बनाना है तो क्या minimum features चाहिए जो मेरा एक minimum viable product बनाएगा which I can launch into the market and everyone can use. Can anyone define an MVP here for this problem statement of e-commerce? I hope you all are aware about MVP, what it means, a minimum viable product. Minimum viable product मतलब एक ऐसा product जिसमें कम से कम features है and which is addressing or which is giving the ability to the user to perform his task and perform and get the desired goal which he wants from that particular software platform. That is an MVP. So for this e-commerce problem statement, पहले तो हमने उसको पूछा कौन सा business unit है, तो हम एक ही business unit के लिए e-commerce बनाएंगे जुलाई तक. Second thing we can ask that person is features आपको कौन से चाहिए. So he will say, if he's a business person, total business person, he will say, that's your job as a product manager. Literally, this is what happens, okay? So you need to think, as a user, अगर मैं कोई e-commerce platform में जाऊँगा, तो what are the 5 things which I use? Or what are the 5 flows which are really required? Top 5 flows. तो सबसे पहले होगा product listing, correct? मेरे को पता है एक business unit मेरे को दिया है उन्होंने, let's say utensils वाला, तो मेरे को एक पेज चाहिए जहाँ पे product की listing होगी. दूसरा पेज मेरे को ये चाहिए जहाँ पे I can add the products to the cart, correct? And I can choose what all quantities should I have of that particular product, correct? Third thing could be let's say an ability to put your address and all, right? तुम्हें of course deliver होना है वो product. And fourth thing would be payment option, correct? And fifth thing, to gain the trust of the user, a refund or return policy, correct? ऐसा नहीं ना कि तुम यूजर से प्रोडक्ट खरीदवा लोगे और बाद में उसको छोड़ दोगे हवे पे कि भाई तुम मेरे को कॉल कर उसके बाद में I'll look into the refund and return process. This is not how it works. Your ultimate aim as a product manager is ensuring that you have highest percentage of these 4 parameters. Please note these 4 parameters are extremely important in the IT software industry, especially for running any business. The first parameter is acquisition. Can anyone define what is acquisition? Shark Tank किसने किसने देखा? Cost of acquisition सुना होगा, right? ये terminology. Any Shark Tank fans here? Okay, can anyone define acquisition? What is acquisition? Acquisition of a user. Anyone wants to take the shot? Girl in the pink? Would you like to answer? What is acquisition? Okay. So acquisition is actually acquiring the मेरे को तेरी डिटेल्स दे, मेरे को तेरा नाम दे, तेरा ईमेल आईडी दे, तेरा फोन नंबर दे, तेरा डेट ऑफ बर्थ दे, तेरा कार्ड नंबर दे, डेबिट कार्ड, क्रेडिट कार्ड नंबर. That is acquisition. You are acquiring a user onto your platform. Next is retention. What is retention? Can anyone explain? Just a one liner would also do. So first principle is acquisition. Second is retention. Can anyone explain what is retention?
Keeping hold of the customer.
Sorry?
Keeping hold of the customer.
Hold of the customer. Rightly said. Keeping hold of your customer. But there are two terms in this. One is retention and one is engagement. Retention is ensuring that the customer is not coming on your platform for just once in a blue moon, right? It's like he's repetitively coming onto your platform because he's so much intrigued into it. He's so much into it. Now he is not able to go to the competitors which are available in the market. For example, the only two e-commerce which India knows, or three for that matter, one is Flipkart, one is Amazon, one is Myntra. But everyone knows Meesho exists. Everyone knows there are dozens of other e-commerce which exist. But no one really goes to that platform, right? Because the retention of these three market players is extremely high. So first goal as a product manager or any business person is acquisition, how you're acquiring the users to your platform. Second is retention, how you're ensuring that they are coming again and again to use your service or to use your product. Third is engagement. Anyone explain engagement? Engagement तो पता होगा यार, शादी वाला engagement नहीं यार, वो उम्र में क्या, वो उम्र है but अभी नहीं करना है. Engagement anyone? Okay, so Netflix पे कितने लोग ऐसे हैं कि जिनको पता ही नहीं चलता भाई 7 घंटे हो गए मैं Netflix ही चला रहा था, YouTube ही चला रहा था. नहीं, सबसे फेमस तो क्या है वो Instagram Reels. Sorry, I'm not on Instagram. I'm only on LinkedIn. So I don't know, but I've heard from my friends that Instagram is really addictive. पता ही नहीं चलता रील देखते देखते कब 1-2 घंटे बीत जाते, right? Correct. So that is engagement. Engagement मतलब कि how you are ensuring that your user is stuck to your platform so badly that is not even realizing कि कितना time pass हो गया in one single go. Okay? Retention और engagement में ये फर्क है. Engagement मतलब कि एक single go में कितना time तक user is using your platform, and retention is how many times is he coming back to use your product and your service. Right? And the fourth parameter which is extremely important, जिसके बिना तुम कितना भी तोड़-फोड़ कर लो इन 3 parameters में, nothing is going to happen. If you do not work on this parameter, your CEO is going to shoot you, kick you. And can anyone guess what could be the fourth parameter? Think of a user journey. क्या-क्या होता है? पहले हम acquire करते हैं user को, उसके details लेके, फिर उसको retention देखते हैं कि वो वापस आएगा. Engagement करते हैं उसकी कि वो एक ही time पे कितना time तक extend करेगा. What could be the fourth, which is extremely important in the business? Sorry? No, satisfaction is मतलब engagement और retention satisfaction के कारण ही हो रहे हैं ना. एक चौथा पैरामीटर जिससे बिजनेस बन ही नहीं सकता, खड़ा ही नहीं हो सकता. What is extremely important for a business? Sorry? What did you say? Sales. Sales. Okay. Sales से क्या आता है बिजनेस के पास? Profit. Profit मतलब क्या? पैसा? Correct. So fourth parameter is monetization. Extremely crucial, extremely important, and a lot of PMs are really crying day and night क्योंकि features तो बना रहे हैं and everyone is giving for free, right? तुम Amazon use करो free है, ये use करो free है, भारत पे तो बाप रे, literally ना तो वो हमसे cost ले रहा है, ना तो वो shopkeeper से cost ले रहा है, उसका अलग ही business model चल रहा है loans देने का, right? So fourth parameter, monetization, is extremely important for you as a product manager to define the business model of your product, how exactly your product is gonna get the money. And hence you can survive into the industry and grow your business. So these 4 parameters and empathy with your customer are extremely crucial for you to have a place in IT industry or in any other industry for that matter as a manager or as a business person. So we are, right? So on this note, I think I've given you a little of motivation, a little of background about what exactly I had been through, and some key takeaways about product management. And if you are really interested into product management, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. The product management is not really known to a lot of people. It is really a booming and growing industry into the market. And this role is gonna really shoot skies. Like sky is the limit for this role. Because as I told you, right, you are neither the master of any particular thing which is there into any development, right? You are neither an engineer जो code करेगा, right? You are neither a technical architect डिफाइन करेगा या डेटाबेस स्कीमा डिफाइन करेगा. You are neither a QA or a tester जो टेस्ट करके देगा. You are neither a designer for that matter कि जो UI कैसे दिखेगा या एक्सपीरियंस कैसा होगा वो उस लेवल पे तुम डिसीजंस लोगे. ये कुछ भी तुम नहीं कर रहे हो. But still, you are ensuring through your power of convincing people and influencing people to work towards a particular vision, to achieve a particular goal. And that is what makes you a unique product manager in the IT industry, which the industry is really looking forward to hire on scale and which is booming a lot. So project management is one thing, जहाँ पे plan वगैरह सब कुछ आपको दिया गया है, and product management is another thing, जहाँ पे आप actually define कर रहे हो इस plan में क्या होने वाला है, जिससे पूरा आगे का business आपका खड़ा होने वाला है. Okay? So I wish you all the very best. Do great in your life. You all are really amazing. You all are really interested into this field. I'm looking forward to having more and more enthusiastic people like you on board in the IT industry. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity and have a great day.
Okay, workforce diversity means from what different global areas do people work together, right? Yes. Yeah. So Mindsticks is available right from the MNCs to in US to small scale businesses in Australia. Like entire globe we are present as Mindsticks. We are providing services to a lot of key players into the market. To name some of you of them are staples, Reckitt Benckiser, Dettolizer the sir use karte hoge, right? We are working with Reckitt Benckiser. We are working with VMware, which is really a giant in the IT industry. We are working with a lot of huge industries into the market. And we work with them at scale at 24 around the clock, and it is really globally spread out. So that is the one thing which really would help you to evolve as a person and as a manager in the business field. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you so much for this insightful session. I'm sure this is going to be pretty useful for us in our future endeavors. Thank you so much. As your introduction mentioned that you are keen into blockchain technology, and being as a manager, how do you think you can utilize your blockchain technology? As this is a very grave area, and I don't think much applications are based on blockchain technology yet. It's usually used in NFT or maybe in cryptocurrency, but it's not used widely as applied because blockchain is a major tool and can be used very widely. So, as a manager, how do you think you can convince the department or anywhere, how can you convince yourself to use it on a large scale?
Very well said. First, huge round of applause for this question. Very nice having that ability to ask relevant questions about everything which you see around, blockchain हो या design के related हो, वो ability बहुत ज़्यादा चाहिए. Something you want to add? Oh no, you can say. I'll answer the questions. Yeah, so very well said. Blockchain बोला तो सबके दिमाग में क्या आता है? पहली चीज Bitcoin, right? Cryptocurrency और NFT. इसके आगे लोग सोचते ही नहीं. बस उधर ही खत्म हो जाता है उनका blockchain का definition. But blockchain is really huge. It is not like cryptocurrency is one of the single application of blockchain. It is not the only application of blockchain. Okay, first things first. Second thing, blockchain is like democracy. I would say. I define blockchain as democracy. जैसे I'll give you a simple example. Right now, I'm transferring an account from my bank account to my colleague's bank account, right? So, बहुत सारे key players हैं बीच में, right? जो ensure कर रहे हैं that there is a transfer of money from account A to account B, correct? And those all are service providers like banks or like wallets like PhonePe, Paytm, and all of these things, right? For ensuring that a transfer of amount has happened from X account to Y account, we really need someone to ensure and say कि हाँ भाई ये transaction हुआ है, correct? Agreed? What blockchain does? ये middle layer पूरा काट देता है. It's like कि dude तूने इसको पैसा भेजा, ये मेरे blockchain में store हो चुका है. Now neither you can alter it nor anyone can delete it. It is stored for lifetime into that blockchain system. So blockchain is actually ensuring peer-to-peer transactions most efficiently and without having any reliability on any third party which can do any scam, right? We all hear about a lot of scams these days. Why do these scams even happen? Because there is someone who has that authority, who has that power to change the things in between or to delete something or to manipulate with the things which are happening in the middleware, right? So blockchain directly connects you from one peer to another peer, and it totally eradicates and deletes the middle layer which is existing. And that is not only restricted up to the fintech field. I would like to give you an example. If you have heard about Hyperledger Fabric, so there are two types of blockchains. One is public blockchain, one is private blockchain. Public blockchain is cryptos and all, as we see, and private blockchain is technologies like open source technologies like Hyperledger Fabric and all. So just like Walmart here, right? I'll just, if we have time, I'll just like to tell one particular use case, right? You will be really surprised to know this. यूएस में एक बार वॉलमार्ट जो है, वॉलमार्ट एवरीवन नोस, जैसे हमारे पास डीमार्ट है, रिलायंस मार्ट है, वैसे वहाँ पे वॉलमार्ट है, ठीक है? तो वॉलमार्ट में दे यूज्ड टू सेल अल्फोंसो मैंगोस, ठीक है? एक दिन अल्फोंसो मैंगोस का एक बैच उनका खराब निकला, and actually to identify in transportation, actually identify कि exactly और कितने batches खराब है, it took almost 1.5 months for them to identify that one particular batch which has really deteriorated and which could take other Alfonso mangoes, good quality mangoes with them, right? So उसके लिए using Hyperledger Fabric technology, what Walmart did, they put all of these things on blockchain technology, and जो भी batches थे Alfonso mangoes के, उन सब का data real time, उनका temperature, उनका sweetness, उनका bitterness, whatever parameters are there which are related to ensuring the quality of the fruit, we used to store it on that particular blockchain network. And that is how, when one batch of food which contains thousands of boxes of Alfonso mangoes, वो जब एक खराब हुआ, they were easily able to track real time कि वो कौन सा batch है और उसका number क्या है. Otherwise, imagine जो supply chain था Walmart का, वो इतना pathetic था कि it took almost 35-40 days for them to understand that one single batch of Alfonso mangoes which was ruined. And by using Hyperledger Fabric technology, it came down to 2 seconds only to identify that ruined batch of mangoes. So that is how the scopes of the blockchain technology is really spread across the domains. Not only fintech, not only crypto, not only in NFTs, but also in real life scenarios, we are going to use blockchain. One more thing, if you know, IIT Kanpur this year, to their graduated students, they provided their degrees using blockchain application. Okay, that is another thing. And honestly, सबको यही चाहिए, right? कि I don't want any middle person who is gonna take that or hold that responsibility of ensuring कि ये चीज हुई है, right? We want democracy. We want dude मैंने दिया है, ये stored है, खत्म, no one can manipulate. So blockchain is gonna blow up in future, and it is. You really read about it, and you will be intrigued a lot by knowing the scope of the technology. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure that now everyone is clear about what is blockchain. Sir, we recently conducted the Indira Dazzling event, wherein various competitions were held. Sir, kindly state the prize to them. It was a great initiative taken by our seniors.
So we take this opportunity to felicitate our students for some of the internal activities which were conducted during the semester. So I request Arnav sir and Innovate sir to join Arnav sir to felicitate the students, and I request us to take the session ahead.
So sir, I kindly request you to felicitate the winner team of GESU competition, and the winner is Team Zeal. Shantanu Bharambe, Gaurav Sakyawal, Gauri Dapte, and Shubham Mahale. Please give them a huge round of applause. Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations to the team. We all are going to. Thank you, sir. Sir, please stay. Sir. Okay. So we all are going to be future managers, and to make a brand, advertisement is the most important thing. Our ad competition was all about this, and our winner team for this competition is Team Dinosaurs. Shravani Joshi, Pallavi Ginare, Sai Pille, and Sita Shetty. Please give them a huge round of applause. Congratulations to the team. Now I request Durgesh to announce next awards.
Thank you, Prachi. So now I request you to kindly felicitate the winner team of quiz competition. Knowing brands is the first step to create brand, and so was our competition all about. And our winner team is Team Core 4. Saloni Chaudhary, Aarti Hude, Reena Doshi, and Tushar Rawalkar. Give them a huge round of applause, guys. Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations to the team. Now, I kindly request you to felicitate the winners of competition Budget Pay Charcha. And the third prize goes to Amol Kendre.